All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Chicago Bears. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
You ready?
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Oh, you got deep?
Throwing on first down. Daniels to mix it on the check down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game we play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Set up. 60 or.
I hope you brought your
Clear.
Take you to school. SOS.
You draw quarters. Set up.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
2nd and 1. He finds Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well.
High 7. Ready?
On first down, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. The 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Joker.
Go.
What do you want?
Hit it.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded just inside the 30. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Throwing on first down. Daniels, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Protein spill. Hey, let go.
On 3rd down, Daniels. That's complete to John Ross. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time at a Cincinnati first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Daniels. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Down.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them. Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Tighten up, tighten up. Ready.
Mixon with a first down carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Here's 2nd and 8. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline. Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? Unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use. He's got a man, complete. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the shift. Now.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half. No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty. It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey! Bravo!
57's the mic! 57's the mic!
Shoot!
From the gun, Lawrence. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think? And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Come on, set.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Nixon will try the right side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
But maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Daniels brought in here by Tyler Eifert. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, Delta. Be afraid of me. Say go.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
It's a gain of 5.
Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
At 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
Don't get it.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Talking about.
On the ready.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Haywood.
Move. No. 3 down. Begin.
Gone.
Hatchet. Check the backer. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 36.
They'll try and throw for it here. Able to shake him off. And he's going to go down again. Geno Atkins. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wonder what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Off the play fake. Daniels. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Got it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. From the gun, Lawrence. And That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Down. 91.
Pretty quiet.
First and 10.
Let's go.
On first and 10, Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Lawrence. It's complete to Robinson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
General West. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 4 yards out, and the Bears cut into that lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go. 50, plant.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 8, read. Hit it.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Hey, orbit.
On first down, Lawrence going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
First and goal.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Geno Atkins, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
At 25 the mic. We're going 25.
Get it. Back to throw. Lawrence. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. To throw on 3rd down. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Below Nichols. In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon. At this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Ready, break.
4 down, 4 down.
Ready, ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On the ready.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Bengals, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days.